The heavy-handed irony of a pristine tropical island ruined by humanity's penchant for laying down concrete. I'm aware of the trope. I'm sure I've contributed to it in some small way. But such is the story of the island of the Kio flower in Micronesia, a 3-islet atoll known as Wake Island. A beautiful and remote place, likely visited by people that history has failed to document. And then, in times more recent, it was jostled between the interests of Spanish explorers, Great Britain, the United States, and Japan. This place has a sweeping history, touching upon major global moments of the past half millennia. When I first learned about Wake, that's what kept me stuck here. But now, I'm focused on the surface layer, the veneer of history, the cover of the book. A series of digital photographs taken from space and stitched together on the large textural map that is Google Earth. It's hard not to feel like a spy, or at least a voyeur, when looking at this place from above. Areas, objects, buildings, which are most certainly restricted to civilian access on the ground, but are somehow available to take in from this bird's-eye view. Some of the imagery piques curiosity in a way that lends itself to conspiratorial thinking. What is that thing? What do they store in there? Probably there's an explanation for all of it, a reason it hasn't been blurred out. But the thought that maybe something was missed, that I am seeing a state secret, and that others may do the same. Is this scopophilia or simple curiosity? When I get into this kind of introspection, I often become aware of how grandiose it sounds, and I always come back to the enormity of this kind of exploration, how unprecedented and novel it is to be able to flit and flick my way anywhere on our globe, following some meaningless thread or nothing at all besides my own instincts and impulse. It's time travel. It's teletransportation. But yeah, it's probably a delusion of grandeur. The sheer number of structures on Wake Island leaves much to be explored, and in the details, a lot of contrast. Objects of various scale seemingly strewn about, some crisp, some crumbled, some in active use, others mostly forgotten. Fresh blacktop next to fractured concrete, old pillboxes and bunkers, well-kept hangars. And then the real contrast comes with all of these human impositions next to the original inhabitants of the atoll, the vegetation. The heliotrope trees and beach cabbage, the grand devil's claws, and sea trumpet. Everywhere but Peel Island, the plants are kept at bay. And so I'm drawn to that islet, taking in some odd relief from seeing the echoes of the Pan American Airways, seaplane base and hotel, thin lines that will become less visible over time. As time heals, scars are left. This is also true for landscapes. And along the shores of Wake Island, unexploded ordnances, time capsules of harm waiting to be encountered. Maybe that's the best allegory for exploring this place in this overtly modern way. Or maybe I'm just being grandiose.